Don't touch that dial now. We're just getting started.
Well, hello guys. Glad you're here. Glad you're stopping by. I guess I'm your friendly neighborhood bigot, apparently, but I guess that's what I am. But I guess I'm also a Zionist because I'm a Christian conservative. But that's okay too, I guess. I've been labeled a lot of things. We're not here to talk about that though. It's just some things that I've been thrown at me, like things like Nazi and all this other stuff. But I'm not here to talk about that because that's going to go into politics. But we're going to talk about something else, and that's going to kind of be a continuation of the whole fanboy stuff. Now, I'm here. I understand. Listen, I understand. I understand that we're allowed to have teams we root for. We obviously want our preferred thing to be the best thing. And that's always been the case, right? Everybody has, their favorite movies, their favorite football teams, their favorite food, and whatever, their favorite pets or toothpaste or whatever. And there's always going to be teams that are going to disagree with each other, right? And that's always going to be the case. Now, I've talked about a few of the fanboys, and here's the thing, just to be fair, this is not just a PlayStation exclusive, and it's not just an Xbox exclusive, which we know that Xbox doesn't really have exclusives at this point, but neither does really PlayStation. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, you're an Xbox refugee PC player. Listen, I don't really care what you play on. There's some really good people that just primarily play PlayStation and primarily play Xbox and Nintendo and PC. I don't really care. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to bust everybody's balls because it's fun. And I've kind of learned that, right? I've hopped on X and I've participated in the console war stuff like I did back in the Xbox 360 PS3 days. But never in my life as a gamer have I seen anything like this. And I've heard rumors of this shit before, like people getting doxxed, death threats to developers, crazy allegations and stuff like that. And I thought maybe some, but whenever you have that algorithm of just fanboys fighting back and forth, and that's pretty much it, like between me, I've got politics on one side and console wars on the other side. And for some odd reason, these things are coming together and they look very familiar on both sides. I don't care. We talked about X-Fault earlier this week. Here's the thing, I don't hate X-Fault. I think he's a fine dude. I think he's fine. He might say some stupid things, but I say some stupid things. We all say stupid things. But sometimes people take it way too far, and we have something like this. So I made this tweet earlier. I said, at this point, the whole console war shit has gone too far. Both sides need to chill out and play some games. This shit is doing nothing for gaming, and it makes us all look like retards. Sure, it's fun to cheer on for a team, but when death threats, doxing, and throwing around words like Knots, pedophile, and shit below because of console video games is definitely not it. Now, before we get to the next thing here, I'm just going to tell you this is very inappropriate for a lot of reasons. We've already discussed calling each other pedophiles and Nazis and stuff like that. These are things that you don't want to be associated with, right? You don't want to be called these things. You don't want to be labeled that. But because here's the thing. When you do this shit online, you do risk of this shit going out in public. And it's no different from me. I might say retard all the time. I might express some of my political views. I see stuff now where people are getting very comfortable using the N-word and the F-word, which, if you know what I mean bundle of sticks. People are getting really comfortable doing that. I don't know why. I know freedom of speech is a thing. I don't really believe in hate speech, but sometimes you say things and you should have certain consequences. Now, these consequences shouldn't be violence. It shouldn't be anything like that. It shouldn't be doxing. It shouldn't be fighting or anything physical These things should just be ignored, basically, right? Because the more attention you pay to them, the more they're going to do it. Now, I know that's hypocritical of me right now for stating this, because what I'm about to show you is something insanely dumb. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. The reason why I know this, right, how I spotted this, as a guy that partakes in the console wars, because it's fun. It's to me, it's really fun at this point, right? I agree with both sides. Like, PlayStation has great sales numbers on our consoles, not so much on software. Xbox the same way, but terrible on hardware. I like both systems, okay? I like them all. I've always grown with them. Matter of fact, I mean, all over my body, I have video game tattoos. I plan on getting a nice God of War tattoo next to my pyramid head and Nemesis and all this stuff that I'm working on my sleeves right now. I'm not a one console pony. Wait. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's go ahead and get to it. So this right here, this was actually Exalt posted this. I think he's right to showing this off. This is something that this shouldn't be said to anybody, right? And this is good. I took a screenshot of it because he posted this, and I did reply back with the next thing I'm going to show you, because this isn't just again, this is not just a PlayStation exclusive. This is not an Xbox exclusive, and it's not a Nintendo or PC or fuck mobile exclusives. It's not what it is. This is the kind of exclusive you do not want tied with your fucking brand. You really don't. But right here, we got somebody, and I have to make it clear, because even though my channel, I'm a nobody, okay, I'm a nobody. Even though I'm partnered and I decided to private all my videos and start talking about video game stuff and culture war stuff, I'm a nobody. But I am partnered and I don't get a lot of views, so I don't really care. There's not a lot of people seeing this. This is a hobby for me. But I do like to talk about these things because here's the thing. I love video games. I love the gaming industry. I've always wanted to be a part of it. Just like Xfault and so many more people that wants to be gaming influencers. And there's nothing wrong with that. I would hope that any of these people would succeed. Some people might not like what he just said there, but I don't want somebody to fail unless they're obviously doing something really shitty. You know, I see people calling each other shills or grifters, and they're all hypocrites because they're all doing the same thing. Doesn't matter if you're out there saying, buy the PS5 Pro, Xbox dead, or Xbox great, PS5 dead, or whatever. You guys are all shilling for a plastic box company, and there's some people that are way more smug than others, and I'm talking about Timu J.J. Abrams, Reforged Gaming, but these guys just live for the headlines. They're basically tabloids, and I am using that specific word for a reason. But anyways, let's get back to it. So this, again, this is not a PlayStation exclusive, but let's take a look at it. So right here, Kabush Polsky, and again, by the way, don't harass this person. Do not send any type of harassment. Ignore him. This is the only thing I'm going to show, and after that, I'm not going to show it again. So right here, only time PlayStation gamers get laid is when they rape their own family members. So a lot of things to unpack there, right? A lot of things to unpack there. One that's very inappropriate. What does that have to do with gaming? What kind of fucking insult is that? That's the point where you lost the plot. You lost the plot, you need to log off internet. See, I think Mike Tyson once said something that people are getting way too comfortable of not getting punched in the face for the things they say. I'm paraphrasing this because I can be retarded too. This is one of those cases. If this was said to somebody in public, and I'll show you the next one too, because it's going to be the same case. It's going to be the same case. It's not different. It's going to be the same. But if you said something like this in public, I would expect you to get your ass beat. Not by one, but multiple people that hear that. Because it's not warranted. This is about video games, by the way. This is about consoles, video game consoles. And let me go ahead and move you to the other one because I want to be fair here, right? I want to be fair. That one was an Xbox person or a PC person. I don't know. I'm assuming, because here's the thing, whenever you're doing the console wars, you either are an Xbot or you're a pony or you're a Nintendard. Is it Nintendard? Is that still the thing? You're some of those things, right? You're one of those. Doesn't matter if you don't play Xbox, they're still going to call you an Xbox refugee. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But this was actually said in, looks like December 3rd. And again, by the way, do not seek this person out. Do not harass this person. I'm sure hopefully they learned by their mistake. But right here, the only time an Xbox fan gets laid is when they rape their sister. Right here. Okay. Right there. He kind of doubles down on it too. Ethan Edwards says, dude, no, you got issues. Pony Elite, LO, it's just words, calm down. I'm not speaking directly to anyone specifically, just the hillbilly Xbot deliverance crowd. It should be said in the first place. It shouldn't even been said. Yes, it's just words. But you're using these kind of words fighting about video games. There's a reason why the video game community has a reputation of being super toxic. And, for a long time, I was blind by it. I knew there was some stuff in there, like you heard stories, but I never participated in it. And I used to have another Twitter account until I quit and deleted the account and decided a couple months later, after the election shit was over, to join back Twitter. And then it was terrible, and now it's getting even worse. You have people that's fully crashing out, saying these god-awful things to each other. We talked about Suburbian. Somebody called him a nonce. That was X-Vault, and it was proven that he said this more than one time. And obviously, you don't say things unless you shouldn't. And, it is low IQ to shove things out there and not know what they mean and continuously use it. But I'm assuming, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe X-Vault didn't know what it meant. Maybe. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because here's the thing, like I said, I don't think X-Vault's a bad guy. I watch these videos because they're funny. Like, I think it's funny. He's really smug about it, and he has a passion for it, obviously. I think he might be a chill dude. I would not mind having a conversation with this guy. I've seen Generic Eric. I've never talked to this guy before. He called me a bigot. He didn't tag me just because there was a post somebody made about diversity isn't a problem, and the way he said it. And here's the thing, a lot of people ignore the fact, whenever they talk about DEI and stuff like that, it's not diversity that's the problem. It's the forced diversity to meet a quota and pandering that's a problem. I actually call that repackaged racism, because it's basically what it is. Like, we can disagree. We can disagree on this. I fully respect what you think about it. I'm not going to go any more into it, but to me, I look at that and it's like, okay, it looks like repackaged racism, but for pandering and a way to get away with it. And it's not surprising to me because it's been happening for a while. And you see this because all these companies are immediately dropping DEI stuff. And that's the truth. It's just not a popular thing. Some people call it woke. I'm getting tired of that too. I'm getting tired of all this shit. Like, I've been watching like the woke versus the anti-wokers, and here's the thing, I was part of that anti-woker crowd, and part of me still agrees with that, a lot of that stuff. And I agree on both sides. I see things that, okay, they have some good points and they have some good points. I'm at the point where I don't fucking care anymore. The way I look at it, especially right now with the Assassin's Creed Shadows stuff going on, it's been mired in controversy just due to the fact that there's a black man they brought in. And here's the thing, I played all the Assassin's Creed games except for Valhalla, and I got tired of Assassin's Creed, I swear to God. I struggled to make it through Origins and Odyssey, and I could not even start Valhalla because it didn't. I feel like the series lost its identity. It wasn't fun anymore. It was bloated. And whenever I seen Assassin's Creed Shadows, and they was given a whole big thing about Yasuke just being a black samurai, and there was some people saying that this really happened. And to my knowledge, I don't think, and I could be wrong, you can let me know, we've never in an Assassin's Creed game used an actual historical character, like an actual person that's been, living, that I know of. I could be wrong. You can tell me in the comments that I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm retarded. But to me, like, you would have some character, let's say Ezio, or the guy from Black Flag, or my favorite would be Syndicate that nobody fucking played. You would have these characters that would come in contact with historical figures, like Assassin's Creed 3. You meet George Washington, Ben Franklin. When there's Ezio, you had Da Vinci and stuff like that. It was never an actual historical figure. It just took place in a historical setting, and you use something called the Animus to, get these memories of the assassins. And whenever they switched over to this new RPG plot after they killed off Desmond and ended that, and that's when Assassin's Creed it's gone. It's gone. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. It's not the fact, here's how I see it, it's not the fact the way they were saying, hey, Yasuke, we're going to use him. He was an actual person, right? He was an actual person. He was a black samurai. He was brought in as, I think it was a retainer for, it wasn't an emperor or something like that. Or something. I guess he wasn't really a samurai, and the thing was, saying this was historically accurate when it was proven that it wasn't accurate. And I think a lot of people got that tied. They're automatically saying, well, you have problems with a black guy being an Assassin's Creed. And I know I jumped off the other topic, but let's get into this. Like, I don't think that's some people are fucking stupid and racist, and I don't care about that, and some people is going to push you a certain way. All I say, if you want to buy Assassin's Creed Shadows, buy it. I don't care. I'm not buying it because I'm just tired. I'm bored of Ubisoft stuff. They're not giving me what I fucking want, and that's a Splinter Cell or a revival of Rainbow Six Vegas or the Patriots, which they got rid of, or giving us a true Ghost Recon experience. But no, we have the same slop over and over and over. I didn't buy Star Wars Outlaws because it was the same thing. Like, I've played these games before, and I just really don't care anymore. And whenever I hear that Assassin's Creed Shadows is like another 80-hour long bloated, fest, I'm like, I only have so much fucking time to game. I'm married. I have a job. I have things to do. Like, I don't care if Yasuke's in there, but don't try to gaslight people saying that it's historically accurate. And whether, they say you're wrong, well, you're still gaslighting by telling people that it actually happened and it didn't happen. And I think that's why people have problems with it, is the fact that they're trying to take this historical figure and make him into a person that he wasn't. Not only that, I kind of feel like they're taking some liberties by making him partake in different types of relationships. Like, he could be straight or gay, but here's the thing, like, that's an actual historical figure. We don't know that. Now, if you would have said, like, okay, here's not Yasuke, here's another black guy that didn't exist during that period, and he was a samurai for some reason, I think it'd be perfectly fine. You can be like, okay, he's gay. He's a gay black samurai. But he has no historical significance because he didn't exist. I think that's the problem here. It's like, this would be like having Abraham Lincoln, like having him be an assassin, and for some odd reason, Abraham Lincoln is, he's trans, he has Zim Zer identity pronouns, and they say that's historically accurate. That's how Abraham Lincoln was. He just was. You're fucking stupid if you think that's not the case. That's basically what it is. It's like, there's some people that's going to use racism. There's some people who say, it's woke. Fuck that. Who cares? If you want to play the game, play the game. I'm tired of it. I don't think this is going to be the game to save Ubisoft, but let's go ahead and get back to the point. When we take a look at these things, like, this was in December, right? Of 2023. Holy shit. Holy shit, 2023? Holy shit. And this was March 19th, that would have been yesterday. Are we serious? Like, for real? Are we really fucking serious? This is video games. It should not be this deep. It shouldn't be. There's no reason for this at all. You can dislike each other. You can, get in your DMs and say whatever the fuck you want to each other. But that shit, no. What the fuck are you thinking? This makes you look like a dumbass. What if you have a job that constantly looks at your social media and they're like, hey, this guy, Kubush Polsky, or what's the other guy's name? Pony Elite. This guy's talking about raping people. This guy's sending death threats to developers or other content creators. These people are calling each other pedophiles on a public platform. It's private, but yeah, I guess. I don't know. But, this shit can leak out into the real world, and there's actual consequences for that. People can lose their jobs. It can, much worse. I don't think we should be having this conversation. This should not be a conversation in 2025 that we should be having, because this is like, a lot of these people are middle-aged dudes. This isn't just teenagers. Like, whenever I participated in the System Wars during the PS3, Xbox 360 days, that was fresh out of high school for me. I was still a teenager. We shit talk each other all the time. The times were different. We was calling each other all kinds of things. But it's 2025. Things has changed. You can't just be saying this kind of shit. But like I said, you can say what you want. You have the freedom to do that. But you also have consequences for saying the wrong things. You can't just go to like a movie theater and yell out, hey, there's a gunman out there. He's coming in to shoot you. Because in recent years, we've had stuff like that. If you guys remember the Dark Knight shooting, that happened. That's a real thing. It scares people. Like, same thing, go to a school, a middle school, and say a gunner or whatever. You don't say that shit. Like, it's things you don't want to say. I know you guys think that just because you're behind a keyboard that you can get away with it. You think your identity is protected, but there's ways of finding these things out. On X right now, I'm seeing content creators getting swatted. And there's been cases where people wrongfully died because of swatting. I don't know if you guys remember, a few years ago, there was a man that got killed. They went to the wrong house, and this man got killed due to swatting. An innocent person that had nothing to do with it. They showed up to the wrong house and killed this guy. And I think the guy that did the swatting, I think he's in jail. Like, I don't want that shit to happen to you guys. Like, same with Exo. I don't want X-Fault to get in trouble. Like, if he has an employer, I don't know what he does for a living, but I don't think they will look at his social media. I don't know if they're strict or not, but I'm sure, if they see shit like that, yeah. No, I don't want X-Fault to lose his job. I don't want Generic Eric to get in trouble. I don't want any of these people to get in trouble. I don't. I just want you guys to have fun. Sure, shit talk, whatever you want, you can do. Maybe I can be the great mediator. I'm not. I'm retarded. I'm a fat guy. I'm a planet. And, whatever. I'm a conservative, Zionist, Nazi, whatever you want to call me. I don't really care. A lot of those things don't have meaning anymore. But no, we should not be doing this. And I know this is almost 25 minutes long, and I shouldn't be doing this, but after I seen the thing with Sir Bravian and X-Fault, and I started digging more and more into it, you started seeing the layers, and it's just not good. It's just not good. Until then, guys, be sure, by the way, we're going to react to a Dreamcast guy video later on, because we've done that before. Not because he's a PlayStation fanboy. It's just that he's factually wrong on a specific handheld that may or may not be coming for Xbox. We'll talk about that this Sunday. Well, not Sunday, it'll probably be Monday whenever we get that video out. But be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I know I probably won't get views because that's just me. Dead channel, dead nobody. But anyways, I love you guys. If you're PlayStation guys, let me know what games you're looking forward to in the future. Me, myself, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and Death Stranding 2, Phantom Blade 0 on Xbox, Gears of War E-Day, Fable, Expedition. That's multi-plat. It's slim pickings right now when we're talking about first-party stuff. But you know, here's the thing: I do play a lot of third-party games. Most of my third-party games I play on Xbox, and that's fine. You can say whatever you want about that, but that's just the way it is. Just the way it is. I play exclusives on PlayStation. I play exclusives on Nintendo, and my Xbox is mainly their exclusives and third-party stuff. But I have friends on there, so I don't really care. Call me an Xbox, that's fine. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick.